Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video on the new fragrances released from AVANT. I have 4 fragrances to review for you. These have all just been released, so I'm going to be letting you know what they smell like, my first impressions. If you are new here, then hello, welcome. I have hundreds and hundreds of perfume review videos just like this, niche fragrances, designer fragrances, so do check them all out. And if you're a regular, then do check to see if you're subscribed and give the video a thumbs up. That really helps me. You could also check out my detailed articles over on my website, SokiLondon.com. Sign up to my newsletter in the link down below, where I'll also leave the link to where you can buy these fragrances from AVANT. I think they have worldwide shipping, well, at least to quite a few countries. Cool. So AVANT skincare has been around for a little while and they haven't had fragrances before. These have just been released and there are 4 of them, and what I think is quite cool is it's the 4 elements of, you know, the world: so earth, wind, air, fire. And they are unisex fragrances. They're an inclusive brand, so they wanted to create what they've called fragrances to share. So I guess it's like you have one fragrance between you and your partner and you both share it. And these are all PETA, cruelty-free and vegan. So I think I'm going to start with Sun. This is called Persian Sunset Eau de Parfum. They all come in these 100ml sizes, which are £114. So this feels like a very unisex lemon scent. I get quite a sharp orange, sort of bitter orange and lemon at first. Also a bit of a wood, a bit of a sort of cypress wood. And then there's a hint of tonka bean and caramel in the base, but to be honest, it's more that bergamot, that sharpness I'm getting. It feels quite light. It does feel like a sort of blast of sunlight, as it were. And I think the name Persian Sunset is quite good because that makes me think of a more oriental fragrance, and it does have some nods towards that. Like, it's not like a very citrusy lemon, it's more of a sharp lemon, and those woody notes underneath make it feel very unisex, and the hint of caramel at the end, but that doesn't make it a sweet fragrance. It's fairly light. I'd say that this is more of a daytime, refreshing, morning type scent as the sun rises, I guess, or sets, but definitely unisex. So I'd say it's probably something that a man would definitely like, and then for a lady, if they like the more unisex scents. So next we have the green one, Pure Emerald. I guess this would be Earth. I do like the name Pure Emerald. So this is much stronger than the Persian Sunset one. So I get cedarwood, there's a hint of a green apple, very cedary though, very green. And then there's a little bit of a rose, and it lists cotton candy and vanilla. That I wouldn't say this was a sweet fragrance. It's kind of a warm cotton candy, like when you put the cotton candy, or as we call it candy floss in the UK, machine on, and it makes that warm sponge sugar smell. Maybe a little bit of that, but the cedar is really the main note for me there. It feels very green, very earthy, very natural. Fans of green fragrances would like this, you know, your Chanel number 17, oh sorry, number 19. Yeah, and definitely very unisex. Though again, if I had to guess, I'd say it was more masculine than feminine, but the green scents that are feminine do tend to have quite a unisex vibe. So next we have Caress, and this is a sort of very pale pink liquid, I think, kind of orangey pink. Now this feels quite feminine. I think this might be water because it's described as combining the fresh luxury of orchid with the comfort of high quality cashmere. I definitely get the cashmere. There's a sweet peach, slight white florals, and I also get quite a lot of vanilla, but it's a very peachy vanilla. It's not a sickly, sweet cocktail vanilla. It's more like a warm, fruity vanilla. It kind of reminds me a bit of a porn star martini, you know, the sort of passion fruit vanilla mix. And I also feel like I get that cotton candy again. It's actually really reminding me of something, and I can't think what it is. Could be Gucci Rush or Hugo Boss Deep Red. I really like it. It's really, for me, I would say that this is a very feminine fragrance, even though it's unisex. It feels pretty, innocent, daytime, sweet, warm, cozy. It's that cashmereiness that makes it cozy, perhaps on a cold winter's day, or perhaps you're taking a flight and you want something nice and cozy. I really like that. It feels very feminine, very cute. And then lastly, we have Ambuscade. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And it comes in this purpley liquid. And this is described as a deep fruity fragrance with a hint of spice. In the warm summer, it's the first sip of the coolest berry cocktail touching your lips. In the cold winter, it's the warmest spice concoction by the fire. So I guess this is the fourth fire element. Oh, wow. That does feel like fire. What is that smell? Oh, it smells just like something. There's nutmeg in here. It kind of smells a bit Christmassy, but it's a fruity Christmas. That's what it reminds me of, a fruit nutmeg Christmas candle, like a Yankee candle. Really, really fruity, like a fruit punch. That's what it reminds me of. You know, like at Christmas time, you have a fruit punch. Wild raspberry. I really, really get the raspberry, but it's really classy raspberry. Hint of nutmeg and wood. But it's that nutmeggy raspberry that's very unusual. I haven't really smelt a perfume like that. I do think it feels unisex. If a man likes those more fruity vibes, this would definitely work for them. Quite Christmassy, definitely unisex, but more towards fruitiness, which tends to be female fragrances, right? I really like that. It feels very comforting and really fruity, but really grown-up fruity, sophisticated fruity. Yeah, that's really pretty. So for me personally, these two are my favorite. I maybe wear the Caress one during the day, and then the Ombre, how would you say this, Ambuscade one, maybe in the evening or certainly at Christmas time. Really, really pretty. And then you've got the lemony one and the green one, which for me feel a bit more masculine than feminine, and both really refreshing though. So I really enjoyed trying them out. I love that whole like earth, wind, fire, water vibe, and the 4 fragrances were all completely different. So I can imagine it would be cool to have all 4 and just wear whatever depending on your mood. So really interesting, and especially those 2 pink ones. They're quite unique scents, I think. I really enjoyed them. So guys, let me know if you've tried any of these. They have just been released now in March, so perhaps you haven't. But like I said, I'll leave a link to where you can get them, and they do ship to the US as well as Europe and other places as well. So you have to check out the website for your country. But yeah, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.